I think you all probably know my name by now, but if you're watching this and you don't know, I'm Keegan. Now, this will be my 14th speech, and in it, I am going to cover Hurricane Ian. Now, I'm not even going to try and lie. I couldn't find a single thing that either a story or a news article that I found interesting. But then I remembered that this hurricane was going on, and while it is extremely sad, I find it interesting. Now, to explain to those who don't know, there was a hurricane recently that hit Florida. I know it isn't surprising, it seems, to be honest, like 90% of all the hurricanes are there, but this one was even worse than usual. So there have been dozens and dozens of videos released of either CNN interviewing homeowners or absolutely heartbroken citizens who have lost everything. And it's just been everywhere recently. Now, it's been a few days, I think, since Ian passed through, and the rescue crews have been officially sent out. The hurricane wiped out entire neighborhoods, it flooded streets, it sent boats flying into people's houses. There have been a confirmed 76 people that have died, I think, and even more have been injured. Now, this all wasn't in Florida either. It was in places like North Dakota, or North Carolina, I mean, where there are 4 deaths. And there have been 1,600 people, I think, rescued in the last week. And many places are still without clean water or power. They're still trying to recover and rebuild. It is expected that this is going to be the most expensive storm in Florida's history, along with the hurricane. Places near like rivers and lakes like St. John's River and Lake Monroe are still experiencing flooding to this day. Like right now, they're still flooded. And in the last 24 hours, I believe there was 100 homes that have suffered from floodwater damage. The water level has only continued to rise. There have still been storms going on. Now, there have been many places that have been affected. There is Orlando, and one of the most known, the Sanibel Causeway. I don't know if that's how you say that correctly. Now, for those who don't know what that is, it's basically a bridge connecting Sanibel Island to the mainland, and over 400 people recently have been evacuated from the island. Luckily, there have been 15 shelters opened up, and they have been able to house and shelter 4,000 people, which is just absolutely amazing. So people do have a place to lay their heads, thank God, but it goes to show how lucky we really are and how lucky we have it sometimes. Now, being in Texas, we are usually lucky enough that we don't get to experience these things. We don't have to experience hurricanes and harsh winters, even though last year was definitely an exception. So, I mean, it's just, you gotta be grateful for what you have. That's what I wanted to cover in this speech mostly. I wanted to cover that everything that has been going down and let everyone know that it could always be worse. There is depression. Sorry, and my sinuses have been acting up. Depression is such a common thing nowadays, especially for teenagers and I guess divorced older people, but it's a good habit to always look at the good every now and then, and also look at the bad and just see that we can always have it worse. It can always be worse is a great phase to remember when you're down in the dumps. Thank you all for watching. Bye.